sorry. I'm Mrs. Blevins from the Child Services Department.
Oh, Mrs. Blevins, come on in, come on in.
Thank you.
Can I get you anything? Coffee, a sandwich, something?
Oh, thank you. Who are you?
Oh, this is Shirley Pickett, and I'm Jimmy Lee Holt.
And you know Mrs. Weber?
Oh, yeah, very, very well.
What's this about her being out of town?
Well, you see, she had to go to Nevada. Her son got sick.
She's supposed to tell me if she's taking Jason out of town.
Well, he's here. We're just taking care of him while she's gone.
You are?
That's right. You see, I'm his uncle.
Oh, I see. And, you two live here together?
That's right.
Yeah.
Married?
No.
No.
We're not. I see. How long have you been looking after the child?
Well, it's been a couple of weeks now since she's been away.
And when is Mrs. Weber expected home?
Well, we're not exactly sure. She's probably going to stay with her son until he gets well.
I assume if she's gone longer than expected that Jason will go to the main house and live with his father.
No, he's going to stay here.
I see. I really must talk to Dr. Quartermain and Mrs. Weber about this. May I have her number in Nevada, please?
Sure. I'll get it for you.
Here you go. Thank you. I'll be contacting you shortly. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Bye.
What was that all about?
I'm not exactly sure, but I have an idea. We're going to find out.
Now what do I do?
Excuse me?
Jesse, have you ever had one of those days where no matter what you're going to do, it's not going to turn out right?
Occasionally.
Occasionally, huh? Count your blessings you're not a Quartermain.
Well, amen to that. Do I have any messages, Jess?
Yes, you do.
Oh, thank you. You by any chance talking to Scorpio?
No?
So, still no news about Grant or Celia?
No.
Well, that was obviously an important phone call.
What makes you say that?
Because you have that, how do I tell Monica this one look on your face, Alan? Who was it?
Heather.
What does she want?
You better brace yourself, Monica.
I'm already braced. The minute you mention her name, I'm braced. What is she doing now?
She's not coming back.
What?
Stephen Laws is very sick and she's going to stay with him. She even got a job in the admissions office of the hospital where he is.
Well, that's quite a coup.
The other thing is that Jeff's wife is pregnant, and Heather may get custody of Stephen Lars back after the baby is born.
Son of a gun. Well, let's see. Jeff is happy, and his wife is happy, and Heather is really happy. How come I'm not happy, Alan?
I haven't got a clue.
Oh, come on, take a wild guess.
Monica.
Never mind, I'll just tell you. The reason I am not happy is because there is this reoccurring problem in our lives. It's like what to do with darling Jason.
I don't think we ought to discuss it here, Monica.
I don't think we have to discuss it anywhere.
We better discuss it sometime.
How about never?
You've got to be reasonable.
Look, I've been reasonable, Alan. I'm now going to be adamant. I am going to be unyielding and unswayable.
You don't even know what I'm going to say.
I know what you're thinking, and the answer's no. N-O, no. You got it, Alan? No.
He's my son, and don't you ever forget it. You're not unyielding, you're unbelievable, Alan. Just enough time to have a little bit of lunch and pass on some rather upsetting news.
Yeah, well, I have some rather upsetting news myself.
Would you like to toss for it?
No, you go first. I'm not sure I understand mine.
Well, mine's very clear. Heather's not coming back from Nevada.
Oh, swell. Why not?
Because Stephen Laws is worse and she wants to stay with him.
Well, you know, her timing couldn't be worse. That social worker who was in charge of Jason's case, she showed up here.
When?
Well, just now. In fact, she's parked in the living room. She's been jabbering on the phone for the last half hour and says she doesn't intend to leave until she finds out exactly what's going on. As she so self-righteously puts it.
She's going to find out what's going on. Oh, good Lord.
What?
She must have been down at the gatehouse and saw that it was Shirley that's looking after Jason.
Well, so?
Heather's supposed to be looking after Jason, not some casino cocktail waitress.
Shirley is a perfectly fine young woman.
Will you knock it off about Shirley? I better go see Mrs. Blevins myself. Mrs. Blevins, how nice to see you again.
Dr. Quartermain.
May I offer you anything? Coffee, lunch?
Right?
What I would like is an explanation. Why is Jason being looked after by two strangers?
Because Heather had to go out of town on an emergency.
I know that. What I would like to know is what you're doing for the welfare of your son.
Jimmy Lee and Shirley are quite capable of taking care of the little tyke.
Only until Heather comes back, of course.
But she isn't coming back.
Where did you hear that?
From Mrs. Weber herself. I just talked with her. She said the possibility of her returning to Port Charles is very slim. Now, you're going to have to rectify the situation. We're going to have to make Jason a ward of the state. That way, he'll be given a decent foster home. I'll check with you tomorrow. Good day. I can find my way out.
Ward of the state, a foster home. Not on your life.
In Elysia, Lion's Hope, The Edge of Night, weekdays.
Well, that was Robert.
Have they found Celia?
No, but apparently the kidnappers have made some ransom demands. They want something from the WSB, though what Robert wouldn't say.
They are going to give it to them, though, aren't they?
Well, he wouldn't tell me that either.
You're home early?
Oh, yes, I am. Well, Edward, did Ellen tell you about Heather?
Oh, yes, all the gory details.
Okay, so what are we going to do about the situation?
Aha, good. Now we can have an old-fashioned knock-down, drag-out discussion. Who wants to be first?
Where's Jason?
Stella was out walking Alan Jr., so we thought it'd be nice if Jason went along.
Swell.
Are you aware that that blasted social worker is not at all happy about the arrangement down at the gatehouse?
We gathered.
Yeah, but it should be okay. Heather should be back soon. The social worker's already approved her.
Heather isn't coming back.
What?
You heard me. Doesn't matter why. She's just not coming back. So the question is, who's going to look after Jason?
We'll take care of him.
Oh, no, just a minute. I didn't hire her on as a babysitter.
Come on. After work, I'll help you take care of him.
That's not the point. This was just supposed to be for a little while.
What's the matter? You don't like Jason?
Well, of course I like him. But he's not my kid.
Okay, just fine. I'll take care of him myself.
No, you won't.
We definitely are not going to.
Are you crazy, Monica? I can't let Jimmy Lee look after him alone.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Don't look at me.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, pal.
If you're so excited about playing Daddy, why don't you just play Mommy as well? I'm going back to Kelly's.
Alan, I don't see what the big deal is about me taking care of Jason.
Mrs. Blevins won't approve it, and neither will I.
I love that kid. But that doesn't count, does it?
Sure know how to empty a room, Alan.
No social worker's going to take my child away from me. That little boy's coming into this house, and I couldn't care less what Monica says.
Wonder if those kidnappers would